Came close. Almost forgot to record. Got about 7 minutes until it's tomorrow, but I'm gonna get it in. Day kind of got away from me in a good way. A lot of small chores. Good day. Cold day here, but yeah, a lot of outside time. Got a lot of stuff done. Enjoyed the day. Ate some good food. Had some hangout time. It's all the good stuff. A couple things. I don't know if I shared any resolutions or intentions. I saw some people put that on Instagram. Maybe I did. The goal is no caffeine from anything in a can. If any of you know me, I love energy drinks. Prime out of my cold, dead hands. They're probably going to lead me there. But I don't know. I just got thinking about it lately, and I was like, I probably shouldn't drink as many of these as I do, and save a couple bucks here and there. That's one of the big things. The other thing is I got this massive box of thank you notes, not that people sent to me, but that I wanted to send out to the world. And Cassandra, I don't think likes the style of the cards, so she said, quote, get rid of them as quickly as you can. So kind of been chiseling through some thank you notes. I don't like sharing that kind of stuff out because then if I don't kind of finish the whole project, it's sort of half-assed, but you get some of the credit because you told the world. So you still get the feel goods, but don't have to do all the work. But it's a neat exercise, just writing thank you notes. I still love people who write letters and thank you notes. Super cool gesture just to get the physical piece there, even if, someone reads and it goes right in the trash. It's also just a good exercise to think about those around you who, I don't know, impact you in positive and little ways. And that also got me thinking about the thank you note thing, got me thinking about feedback. Obviously, on the interwebs, pretty involved in the CrossFit space, coaching space. I'm always listening to people talk about feedback and blah, 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 blah. There was this one book I read a while ago about, I guess leadership and feedback. I think there's a guy who was a submarine captain. I should probably look it up on the internet real quick. But his whole thing was based around this concept of the goal in leadership is to give protection and direction, right? Not so much protection that you're coddling, but protection to fail and make mistakes, and then clear direction, and then kind of let people learn from there, which I really like that. I think the coaching feedback world is so interesting because there's an overabundance of it. Not just people who want to give it, but when I listen to people giving each other feedback, well, tell me one thing. Give me one thing. And sometimes it's just no, man, go back out there and do a couple spin dizzies and screw it up. And then come back and we'll talk about it. I think there's so much value in no feedback. Oh, man. But we are in an over-feedbacked, I don't know. There's the opportunity for feedback is so much, whether it's through social media, just the technology where the feedback can always reach you. And yeah, I think sometimes no feedback is the best feedback. And the other thing I think is really cool to think about, and again, I was learning this from the dogs today, and the younger one was really kind of being a little wild. So I don't know, maybe I felt the activity was good. We had some good structure, kept to a schedule. So I don't know what it was, but just funny little behaviors. Maybe she could be getting ready for her first heat, but it wasn't those kind of behaviors. But anyway, kind of giving her some reprimands, negative correction here and there. But you always forget you gotta give her the next thing to do. Dogs are so interesting, right? It's I've talked about this so much, but man, it's just such a learning experience. Hey, no, don't do that. But then they look at you, and especially the Aussie, and she looks at you and she's like, well, what do I do if you don't want me to do that thing? And she's just ready for the next thing. It's almost like she doesn't care that she did something wrong. She's like, okay, awesome, but what do I do next? So if you just leave her there and don't give her direction, that kind of drives her crazy. And it made me think about just feedback giving or having contentious conversations with somebody, and you're just, always pointing out the negative, and you don't give any, hey, here's what to do next, or here's my best thought on what to do next. So yeah, don't just point at the squeaky wheel. Don't be that person. I think those are the worst. Every once in a while you need them, right? You need a town crier to really point out something if no one else notices. But I think a lot of times you need somebody who can do both town cry, but also be like, oh, hey, and by the way, I have this great idea. So that was something I thought a lot about today. Another piece of feedback that I received about feedback was you want to give somebody something to test out, something to try, but also a way to measure it, which I always really like this too. Like, hey, so-and-so, here's this thing you screwed up. Go out here and try this. And if it goes well, you'll probably see this happen. I think it gives them a really nice tool, right? Both a tool to execute and then one to evaluate how well it went. So those are some things that popped on my mind. Fired up for the week. I think it's going to be a nice week. Cold as heck, but whatever. No workout today. Full rest day. A lot of outside time. A lot of dog time. Cooked up some good food. And that's it. Easy peasy today. Quick one. 11:58. More tomorrow.